They are skis that go right over your shoes, just like old roller skates, and they are the size of your shoe. It's not like a ski. It's just, and you go down the slope, and it's pretty damn cool.
And if some girl has a brand new pair of those, do you have to have the key?
Yes.
Then I'm sure it'll be, very romantic.
Yes. Did we send out a tweet yet?
I have not sent out a tweet, but I am recording.
Yeah.
I had to reboot my whole machine, so.
Fucking slacker.
Seriously. Stupid job keeping me, to the limit of pre-show.
Take it to the limit one more time.
I need the link.
Links.
Did it copy? Did it just ding?
Ding. Ding.
To the Facebook, even though most people don't click through Facebook to YouTube. The Twiddles.
Fap game.
Ooh, WWE is coming to Brooklyn in April.
Brooklyn, baby.
Oh, it's Carla being rude.
The GIF she posted was rude.
It's Rick Rude?
No, rude.
Rude and rude.
I had someone tweet me yesterday about the tornado that came through Pasco. Asked me if Fez was safe. I said, I don't know and I don't care. Like, I posted like, oh, wow, there's a tornado like in my neighborhood. I hope that I'm okay. And is Fez going to be okay? I have no idea. He doesn't live anywhere near here. Like, I don't know and I don't care.
Yeah, it's like, we don't care if you're okay. As long as some guy we used to listen to on the radio 5 years ago is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun at the time.
Please feel free to unfollow me if that's what your fucking concern is going to be.
Yeah. It's just not glorious.
Yes.
The joys of watching wrestling on a Monday night. Well, shall we start the show?
Yes.
Hey, as long as I get tongue-tied before the actual recording. All right. And in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Geekodrome. Geekodrome is the weekly roundtable discussion of all things geek. I am John, and I am joined by the Italian-American dream.
Get ready, baby.
Jon Stugots. So, how you doing today, Stugots?
I'm doing great, like I always am.
Awesome. Well, we had a big week last week full of news, and it's just a question of where do we start? I think the place
At the
to start
beginning.
at the beginning, we'll go chronological with
Yes.
Captain Marvel, the femme fatale of the Marvel Universe.
Is she a femme fatale? Or is she
No,
just
not
a
really.
heroine?
Yeah, it's really more Black Widow would be the femme fatale.
Yeah, she's more
And her,
just the heroine.
although we will point out that her movie is now scheduled for 2020. They're working on it.
The Black Widow movie.
Yeah, Black Widow movie came out.
Ooh,
That
all
news came out that
right.
they're working on it finally.
Yeah.
So I know we've talked about it before, so it's not really much to retread at this point. We want to see it. We think it'll be awesome. It's allegedly a prequel, which is fine because there really is a big backstory there to go over.
Oh, yes, that's fine. I'd love to see how Bucky's going to tie into it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if I sit just like this, it looks like the fan is on my head.
It's not?
No, look it. It's not.
Oh, who knew? You know, if you hadn't said anything, everybody would have just assumed you had like one of them beanie caps.
Magic.
Fan on top. So, what did you think of the Captain Marvel trailer?
It was great. I mean, it's selling me on a movie that I know I'm going to see. So it really can't be for me. It can't be. It can't do no wrong. I'm going to see the movie no matter what they show us in the trailer. It looks lively. It's colorful. It's bright. I mean, optically, it's great to see. She looks great. What's that? Brie Larson.
Brie
right?
Larson, yeah.
Yeah, I always want to say Brie Olsen, but I'm like, isn't that a porn lady, a porn star?
Yeah, kind of.
I get the names confused. Sorry. But wasn't she like in that Playboy movie, like about the Playboy restaurants, like a few years ago on NBC? There was a show like about the waitresses at the Playboy clubs.
The one that lasted like only a few episodes.
Yeah, it wasn't long. It wasn't long.
I just brought up her IMDb very quickly. No. Doesn't look like it.
Oh. I don't know who that was.
No.
Then.
I don't know. Like everybody else, I didn't watch it.
It's like she's gonna be. I think she's gonna do great in the role. You know, I didn't see too much negative feedback on it.
No, most of the feedback I saw was good. It filled in some of the gaps from the first trailer, some of it unnecessarily.
I don't want to. I want to see the movie now. You know, I don't need a third trailer. You know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. You know, we're gonna get more footage by March, but
yeah, it's like I just want to see the movie.
But they didn't need to explain like why she punches the old lady and.
Like I want to see that in the movie, you know. But I guess there was some blowback about it. Like it looked like she's punching an old lady, but. You want that shock value of what the hell she just punched an old lady for? I have to see this movie to see why she punched an old lady.
True. Yeah, it's it's the comic book nerds all new, but
yeah, the casual viewer isn't, and I guess you want to shut those people up. So you rather them come see the movie than say I'm not going to see the movie. They just beat up an old lady in the trailer.
All right, so this coming in from the chat.
Yeah.
From a listener called Paper Doll Gun Mall.
Oh, thank you for listening to the show. Welcome.
Do you guys feel like there's no surprise to these trailers?
No, there is not.
And follow up, Aquaman is another one. I feel like I got spoiled, even though I haven't seen anything.
Yes, I feel like I've seen all of Aquaman, but I've seen nothing of Aquaman.
Yeah, well, it's like Aquaman, the last trailer made it look like an Indiana Jones movie.
Well, they're in the desert and they're on an adventure. And I understand we're going to find all that out, once we go see it. But I feel like I've seen everything except for I've seen all the dots in these movies. And now I will just see the transition scenes going from dot to dot. And I can't say, well, that's this movie or that movie's fault. That's the industry. It's just... Yeah. That's what they do now. Like, I know we will see by the time I might be jumping the gun. I know I'm jumping the gun a bit. By the time the Avengers movie comes out, we will see who dies in the trailer.
I don't know. So Avengers 3, Infinity War,
Yeah.
we didn't see that much of the deaths and whatnot in there.
Right, and I'm so glad because people were so pissed off when they came out of the movie, like, I can't believe they killed these people, blah blah blah. But that's the point of the movie, of that movie, was that you had to see the loss, and now the comeback.
Yeah, and people cried when like the Peter Parker
Oh my
thing
god,
happened.
when Peter Parker died. I mean, the only thing sadder in a movie would have been when Groot died in Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
We are Groot.
We are. I tell people that all the time. We are Groot. We have to remember this. In these times, in these emotionally charged, politically decisive times, we must remember that we are Groot.
We should make a disco song about that.
I should.
So, is there anything you didn't like about the Captain Marvel trailer? Besides the fact that it's a little spoilery.
Yeah, no, honestly, anything I can say that, like, oh, I'm not sure about this or that, like, that's because I want to see the movie. I want to see how Phil Coulson plays in. I want to see how S.H.I.E.L.D. plays in. I want to see if anyone else from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Turns up. I'm looking forward to some references to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or tying into the Ant-Man flashbacks of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm looking forward to those things
Yeah,
for
I
that
think
movie.
part of the problem is that the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., most of them would be too young.
Well, more particularly, I want to see if there's an Agent May walking
That would
around.
be awesome.
You know, that's really what I'd like to see. And what's his name too? Mac. He was an older. He was in like the old Shield days.
Was he? I
Yeah,
guess.
because he
Yeah,
left.
that's right. Yeah, he
So
left and came back. So yeah.
so I'd love to see even if it's just reference of he may get Mac on the phone.
Yeah, because I mean,
Something.
we're going back 30 years, so
Yeah.
we got to assume anybody who's in it has to be at least 50. So, well,
No, it's the
no, it's
90s,
90s, so it's 20.
so it's 20
Sorry,
something years.
so anybody in their 40s.
Right, and that's Mac.
Yeah, so that's true. Sorry, I don't know why I was thinking 80s all of a sudden, but yeah,
80s is going to be Wonder Woman.
Yes, Wonder
And I
Woman
love that,
1984.
and Paper Doll Gunma will attest to this. I love period stuff. I love 70s stuff. I love 80s stuff. I like stuff that's not set in today.
Well, the thing is, like with today, is technology ruins almost every plot.
Right, and I actually read a couple blog posts about movies of why you don't see smartphones in movies. It's because it would ruin what's going on.
Yeah. No, it's the first thing you always see is they try to figure out a way to disable the phones
Yes,
in the plot.
and that's why, because it's a crutch.
Well,
And
it's
that's
not
why
just
I love a comic book that would be set in the 70s or the 80s, or a movie set in those times, because you don't have that tool.
exactly, unless it's like a major plot point, it just kills the plot.
Right.
Like, it's a horror movie. He's coming after me. All right, well, I'll just call the cops.
I'll just call the police. Every episode of Seinfeld would be ruined with cell phones.
Exactly. I mean, most sitcoms, they barely even, like, they try to avoid using phones too.
Mad About You. So many episodes would have been ruined. Three's Company would have
Every
been ruined.
episode of
Every
Three's
episode.
Company.
So, did we answer Maul's question appropriately enough?
Yeah, I think we hit on how we feel about the surprise.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that Marvel's gotten good enough that they leave at least one or two surprises.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ant-Man and Wasp wasn't a big one, but there was some twists to it that you didn't see.
No, definitely. Now, like, going forward, well, I guess I'll wait. I'll wait to bring this up until we're talking about the Avengers trailer.
Yeah, that's up next.
All right, I'll wait.
But yeah, so we're both psyched for Captain Marvel.
Yes, I love that it's obviously that it's going to be a female. This if they do this right, which is Marvel, so I'm sure they will do it right. This could be that big female character that they are lacking. And then when you have a Black Widow movie that comes out, that'll be the second very strong female lead.
Well, I think they want Captain Marvel to be their Wonder Woman.
Yeah, definitely. And that puts her, if it's done right, and fans receive it well, which means it has to be done well, then it will be.
Yeah, because I mean, in the comics, they very much pushed her to the forefront, where she was one of the main characters of Civil War II, where she led one of the sides against Tony Stark. So there's definitely the push in the comics, so they want to equal it out
Right.
in the movies as well.
What'd you drop?
It's a tweezer.
Oh.
I just knocked it off the table.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, I'm psyched for it. We saw that her cat is in the movie. So, there are people who are excited for that.
Yeah.
The cat is a thing in the comics.
Meow.
Yeah. Where it's like it turned out to be an alien and everything else.
Yeah.
Rocket Raccoon story. But I actually love that run of Captain Marvel, the Kelly Sue DeConnick run.
Right.
I highly recommend it. The stuff after it, it's okay. It becomes kind of generic space battle stuff. But the run when she's in New York and everything, so good. All right. So we did have another trailer drop last week. And it's about a week before I predicted.
Yeah.
Where not only did we get a trailer, we got a name and a poster for Avengers Endgame.
Now, just to recap, when we talked about this on the show 2 weeks ago, because we didn't do a show last week because of time, we had said we didn't think we would see this trailer until Aquaman got closer.
Yeah. Which I think it's going to be attached to Into the Spider-Verse, which would have made sense.
Yes.
Because that would have sucked the air out of the room for the following week.
Right.
But so we were off by a week.
Yeah. But at least we were not like some blog sites that were saying every 2 days. Like, we're going to get this Wednesday. We're going to get Friday.
Yeah. Like I said when we were chatting about it, it's like they're just pushing the goalposts back. Yeah. So eventually they're going to hit the point.
They'll be right. Yeah.
They're going to be right eventually. If they say every 2 days, it's in 2 days.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be like, well, see, we were right.
And who were those jokers that did that?
I don't want to give them credit.
I was going to rag on them.
Oh, well. It would be Cosmic Book News then.
Yeah. Not really news when we all know it's coming.
Yeah. It's that time of year.
They were the same people like, oh, Black Friday. This is going to be launched Black Friday. Really? Why Black Friday? Were people out shopping?
I think they first said the Wednesday before that.
Yeah.
First they were saying like right before Thanksgiving. Then they're like Black Friday.
And then it was like, Good Morning America on the Cyber Monday.
Yeah, no. They're just making shit up and then pushing the goalposts back whenever they're wrong.
Yeah.
So, fuck them. So, what'd you think of the trailer?
Whoa, this trailer. Unbelievable.
It had so little content.
Yes.
And yet so much at the same time.
So now, because we know there'll be like a next trailer. Obviously, maybe 3. I don't want to see anything more with Tony being in space. Like, I don't want to see Tony on Earth in any of these clips coming up. Because then he saved something. We know he's going to get saved. It'll probably be by Captain Marvel. But, like, we don't want to know. Like, is he really just going to die out there? That's the way I think. I don't want to see anything more of Tony Stark in these other trailers.
What about Nebula?
I want to see is Nebula on the ship.
She's on the ship with Tony.
But like I could see her on the ship. I wouldn't mind seeing because we know how she can survive. She's an android practically.
Yeah, she's half alien, half android.
So it's like to see her that she could still be living on the ship. Would be fine for me. It's just a question of is she talking to even if she's talking in the trailer. Is she talking to Tony? Is she talking to the helmet? Yeah.
Well, we think she's talking to Tony because they were together at the end of the last movie.
Right, but for trailer purposes. If they showed her and she's walking around on the ship and she's talking, you wouldn't know because he said, "Oh, well, I'm about to die." So, especially if she has like the helmet in her hand and throws it or something or kicks it, it's like, whoa! I don't want that ruined of Tony almost dying.
No, I agree. Like, leave some suspense. We know he's going to live.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he might die, but he won't die that way.
Right.
I would love to see him be a mentor role, like cameo in some of the future movies.
Yes.
But we know he's not going to be a featured player after this.
Right.
Same with Chris Evans, who there's been hints now that the Russo brothers are like, well, maybe we'll see him again.
Maybe someone signed the contract extension.
But officially, we know nothing, which is
Yeah,
fine.
which is fine. That's why I want it. And I see so many people bitching about, oh, well, we need to know. We will know when we sit down and watch a movie.
Exactly. And
I
that'll
hate
be
that.
next May. I don't need to know before that.
No, it's suspense.
Although we do know that Ant-Man is out of the microverse.
Right, and we don't know how, which is cool. I don't want to know how. I want to see it happen on the screen.
Although I do like how they had him he's sort of the voice of hope.
Yeah.
Like everything's down and all of a sudden they're all
of a sudden this Captain America sees him and he's like, wait a second. We need this motherfucker.
Well, is this a recording? What's going on here? And you're like, he's his chipper self. He's like, you may remember me from the airport.
I got really big.
Yeah. And it was just like so silly, and yet it's just everybody's so somber, and he's like, hey, look at me, I'm over here.
I have a machine in the back of the van that's going to help us.
So we don't know how he got out of the microverse, and we don't know how he got anywhere. Last we saw, he was trapped.
Yeah.
And then, so that's going to be at least a story point, which we kind of knew was going to happen.
Yeah.
We just didn't know how. We saw Cap is with Black Widow. We saw Nebula is with Iron Man.
Yeah.
We saw Vision is still there, presumably with Cap and Widow.
Yes.
We did see Bruce Banner.
Yep.
Which, again, we can presume it looked like he was with Cap.
And Thor was sitting in a room by himself.
Yeah.
Drinking coffee.
Thor was reliving 8 Mile.
Yeah.
So we don't know we don't know where he is. We didn't see.
I thought it was all established that, to me anyway, that they were all together, but they're just like in mourning, and
that's true. But they didn't. But his scene looked different than the rest, so couldn't tell. Like it was more off. But I don't know. Maybe I have to rewatch it because that would be awful to rewatch something like that multiple times, again and again.
Yeah. Awful.
Yeah. So I mean, we have our core Avengers, and most of them are kind of together, except for Tony. So it's just a question of what do they do, and we know Thanos is out on that planet that we saw him at the end of the last movie. Still,
he's a farmer now.
Yes. Although I want to see the gauntlet on a scarecrow now.
Yeah, I know.
How awesome would that be?
Hey, I know I'm sure you're recording it or something, but apparently the Elseworlds crossover is really cool tonight.
Yeah, so tonight is night 2. I didn't even watch the first night yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting on the DVR. But yeah, I'll watch it. It's something we can talk about next week. We don't even have time today.
That's fine.
There's just too much goodness.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have time to talk about all the stuff we want to talk about. But I know we were both looking forward to seeing Batwoman and all that.
Yes.
But yeah, Elseworlds started last night, and then it continues into tomorrow night. So it looks fun. It looks like they had a good time with it, playing each other and all that fun stuff.
Cool.
So yeah. So on a scale of 1 to Infinity Gauntlet, how psyched are you for Avengers Endgame?
I give it 10 Infinity Stones.
Wow, 2 gloves.
Yes.
Yeah, I can honestly say this is the movie I'm most looking forward to next year.
Without a doubt.
And there might even be a Star Wars next year, and I'm looking forward to this more.
Yeah.
Actually, there is a Star Wars next December. Yeah, so there is one other trailer that you sent me today.
Oh, before we get to that, you know that we were supposed to have, allegedly, the Spider-Man trailer as well this week.
I hadn't heard that rumor.
And footage got shown at some convention over the weekend, a CMCC. I think was the hashtag, and they showed pictures of the Spider-Man in the black outfit.
Oh, nice. So I kind of was offline this weekend.
So the outfit looks kind of military-ish. Everyone's saying it looks very look like the Spider-Man Noir, but I don't think so. I thought it looked very tactical, and it looks like there would be an emblem on the chest on the right side that would get done in post credit.
CMCC, you said?
Yes.
I
will look right now.
I'm trying to Google it up quick.
Spider-Man black outfit.
Spider-Man Far From Home. I mean, I know they said Mysterio.
There was some stuff about it too. Some news about the movie too.
Yeah, I know they finally confirmed Mysterio.
Yeah, but there was plot points that came up this week. Yeah, 11 hours ago, Spider-Man Far From Home official trailer breakdown, which I think is BS because I would have seen it come up somewhere.
Yeah, of course. Here we go. First official Far From Home image shows Spider-Man's stealth suit.
Yes.
It's interesting.
But you see how it looks more tactical than anything else?
Yeah, it's definitely not black costume Spider-Man. It's just tactical. But I see it.
You see, there is a break. The one thing, site I'm looking on right now on movieweb.com.
That's the same one I'm looking at.
It has a breakdown of the trailer.
Yeah, and I'm not going to read it.
I'm not reading it either,
but it said.
But is that too much for 1 week, though? Don't you think?
Definitely. I mean, I see that they showed it at Brazil Comic-Con.
Oh, that's what it was.
So, which I think is BMCC, which
it could have been wrong.
Well, whatever. But yeah. Regardless, I'll just wait for the trailer. I mean, it's overkill at this point.
Way too much in a short space.
It really is. And I mean, I understand that they have the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, so they want to attach trailers to it and whatnot. But I'm still psyched for that.
Yeah.
I have friends who've seen it, and all it's getting is rave reviews.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
So to be fair, some of them work for Marvel, but
that's fine. You don't. I mean, they don't. Just because they work there, that doesn't mean they have to like everything they see.
So. Oh no. Usually they're just quiet if they don't like it.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like the word I'm just getting is fantastic.
Oh, awesome.
So, all right. So I'm sure we'll get to that next week because
2019 is gonna be off the hook with these movies, baby.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be like a motherfucking Catalina wine mixer for movies.
Catalina wine mixer? Why, that's the big one.
For movies, baby.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, yeah, we're all psyched for these, but I don't want it to give too much away ahead of time. You know? I mean, even Maul saying, how many trailers do we need?
I'm telling you, I don't even need footage in these trailers anymore. I just need the fucking release dates. And someone to remind me to go see it the week before it comes out.
So I miss teaser trailers that were actual teasers.
Teasers, yeah. So now people get pissed that there's not enough in the teaser. I don't get it.
Yes, sir. Well, do you remember the teaser trailer for Robin Hood with Kevin Costner?
No.
It was just the shot of the arrow. Like the camera was on the arrow shooting through the woods, like into a tree or something, or into a target.
Oh, nice.
It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't remember the whole thing. I'm sure it's on YouTube. But you're just watching an arrow flying through the air. And
that's a teaser.
From the point of view of the arrow. And it's amazing. And it was just Robin Hood. And you're just like, you got that it's Robin Hood. And
that's it. That's all you need. It's all you need.
You know, give us something like that.
We're gonna go see the movie, and we'll see everything there. You don't have to talk us into this movie,
unless it's that Robin Hood that came out a couple weeks ago.
That one you'd have to not just talk me into. You'd have to have given me a hand job to go see it.
Well, nobody else saw it either, so
because they weren't giving out handies.
Yeah, well, we'll have to work on that. That's our new marketing campaign, kids.
Handies,
market movies.
Handies for anyone over the age of 18.
All right, so. Actually, Mal brings up Godzilla 2000 sucked, but the marketing was great because you didn't know what the monster looked like.
Wait, which one?
Godzilla 2000, the Matthew
Yes.
Broderick
Yeah,
one.
that's right. That's right. You didn't know.
Cloverfield is another one like that.
Yep.
Where even
That was
after
done
seeing the
purposely.
movie, huh?
That was done purposely. I think
Both
both
of
of
them.
them were
Yeah.
done purposely.
Although Cloverfield, after seeing the movie, I'm still not 100% sure what the movie was. But you know, yeah. So, but just a quick hit to the trailer that you linked me to this morning.
Yeah.
We have a new Godzilla trailer.
Yes.
Starring Millie Bobby Brown of Stranger Things.
I thought it was Bobby Brown. I thought it was going to be. He's going to sing a little new edition for us.
No, the other Bobby Brown.
Oh.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh.
So I was thinking, like, I know all the Godzilla monsters. I can't think of any Godzilla movies I've actually watched in their entirety.
Yeah, that's true because, well, as a kid, they were on Channel 11, but they were edited, so right off the bat, you're not seeing the whole movie.
Yeah, but even then, I would only watch for like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh.
I've never sat through an entire one.
I remember that in the trailer we saw today, she's talking on like a two-way radio. I know that was in those original movies. Like the kid talking on the radio.
Well, that's just it. Like the whole thing was the kids were the ones who could talk to Godzilla.
Yeah.
In the old ones. It was the twin girls. It was like there was a little boy, I think, in one of them.
Uh-huh.
But even like the modern Godzillas, I don't think I've sat through a single one in its entirety.
I did not, only because I thought that what I saw was awful and it couldn't get me to watch the movie.
Yeah, I mean this one looks good, but and I know it's Godzilla. It's was it Ghidra? Is the three-headed dragon one?
Yes.
And we saw Mothra. But like again, I'm like, all right, that looks really cool, but can't think of any that I've seen. That's what made me think of it. I'm just sitting there going, don't remember a single Godzilla movie.
No. And now like what I think in this movie is a lead to Godzilla versus Kong.
It's supposed to.
Or King Kong's in this one. I don't know.
Just as an aside, I have the TV on in the background, and an Aquaman commercial just came on, showing footage I hadn't seen before. So now we know how he talks to the aquatic wildlife.
Oh, I don't know because I didn't see that, so I won't see it. I won't know.
But I'm just saying, like they just showed it in there, things like that, and it's just like, I mean, you know Aquaman from the 70s, so
yes,
so you can. It's kind of since they already put him in the orange costume. I was kind of assuming they would give him the orange costume powers. But, it's just like they're giving away more and more of this stupid movie. Is it tracking that badly that people don't want to see it?
I think they're desperate. DC, we really should just do a bonus show on how to fix DC movies.
I think that's become a common thing. Yeah,
because we talk about it all the time in private.
Yeah. All right, we'll have to do an episode of just us fixing the DC universe.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to make a note of that so we don't forget.
Right. We should probably do that like the day before Aquaman comes out, in case it's bad.
Whew, that would be bad.
And I don't want it to. Don't get me wrong. I don't want it to be bad. I want it to be great. I want all these movies to be great. I want these companies to make a ton of money. I want the actors and actresses to make money. I want it all, but I want these movies. They have to be done right, though.
Well, the embargo on Aquaman broke last week. It's getting good reviews, but that doesn't necessarily mean people are going to, go see it.
Yes. I think the other problem, without going too much into it, is there are so many people who just want to bitch. I mean, people bitch about the goddamn Avengers trailer.
Oh, yeah. People just are looking for things to complain about.
People were upset that Captain America shaved his beard. I mean, really? There are people, if you look on the Facebook comments on the Marvel page, it was, I'm not going to see this movie now. What? What? You've invested 10 years of your life into this movie. It is the biggest comic book movie ever, exclamation point. You've seen every single chapter of this story, all the twists and turns, the emotional roller coaster. You're not going to go see the last part because Captain America shaved his beard in the commercial?
Yeah, I mean, I saw quite a few people complaining. Like you said, they like to look better with the beard, but I don't think a single one I saw said they're not going to go see it
Oh my God,
because.
John! I really have to start screenshotting this stuff for you. It's hilarious. The absurd. Of course, people could be saying it just for the absurdity of it all. But man, oh man, there were people saying, "Oh, they didn't show me enough to get me to see this movie." You've just seen 10 years of movies.
Yeah, really. I mean, you just watched a 2.5-hour commercial for this movie.
Yeah. Everyone on the planet saw that movie.
It's one of one of the highest grossing movies ever. Is the lead in to this movie. If you saw that, you're going to see this. There is no if,
Don't get
ands,
me
or
wrong.
buts.
The guy he's handsome. Okay, he's hashtag handsome all day, and with
You
the
date
beard,
him.
he obviously looks better. But we don't know why he should. Maybe he's going to go back in time to World War II and try to talk to Howard Stark about how to fix this. We don't know.
Well, we don't know how it's going to go, so
We don't know why he shaved the damn beard. We'll figure it out.
maybe he used a razor.
Yeah, and some shaving cream, a nice rich lather.
You think he's more of a straight razor guy,
Oh,
or
he's definitely a straight razor guy. He's not using Gillette 10 blade.
No. But like they had like the sort of the safety razor kind.
Yeah, he's using the straight razor. Yeah,
Okay,
he's using that straight razor,
I
without a
just
doubt. And I don't mean even the straight razor with the disposable. I mean he's using like the razor and he's sharpening on a leather belt.
I'm gonna go one better. I think he's gonna find an old school barber that does it for him.
I'm sure he's from Brooklyn, and there's one right there on Third Avenue and 92nd Street that'll be happy to do it for him.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that Captain America has found an old school barber somewhere in New York.
Yeah.
The Avengers compound is upstate now, though. So
yes, on the Hudson River.
But to be fair, you find some of that up there too.
I mean, you could go over into Manhattan on 14th Street and 2nd Avenue, and there's a Cuban guy who does excellent shaves and haircuts.
Well, we're going to have to, let Cap know, because that's the way to go.
Yeah. You get the hot towel, the whole treatment.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. Why
As you're
wouldn't
sitting
you?
there in the chair with the towel, they get a little Cuban coffee. The chair sits back, you go to just sip the Cuban coffee with your pinky up. It's beautiful, baby.
I don't see him as a Cuban coffee kind of guy, though.
Well, everyone's a Cuban coffee guy. That stuff is delicious.
Take your word for it. I don't drink any coffee.
You millennials. You're destroying this country.
That's it. We're killing everything. Coffee industry is next.
You're killing the Cuban coffee industry. All by yourselves.
We work hard. We're going for the housing market. We're going for the Cuban coffee industry.
All because your avocado toast.
That stuff's delicious. You should try some.
Ugh.
So what do you think? Are we on the hook for Godzilla so far? Or...
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it looks good. I don't know if I'd go see it, though.
I enjoyed the Kong, and Kong ties into it. So, I might not see it opening night, but probably opening weekend, because I know that's the one box office gross that matters for a movie.
Of course. Yeah, I enjoyed the Kong. I watched it on the cable.
Yeah.
So, I may watch it on cable. Be my first Godzilla movie. But in the meantime, I have time, so I can watch Hot Picks.
Oh, we have time for that.
Time is on our side. Oh, yes, it is.
Maybe. It's really not on our side, though.
Blame Mick Jagger.
It's against us.
Oh, get busy living or get busy dying.
I do it every day.
And what do you do for Hot Picks when you're not doing that?
Man, Netflix has this really cool Christmas special called The Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell. It is such a fun Christmas movie. And we live in a time where it's very difficult to make an enjoyable family thing. You end up having some sex in it or some violence. This movie is the perfect Christmas movie, without a doubt. There's even Goldie Hawn cameo at the end, which I didn't see coming, and when I saw it, I was ecstatic.
You just spoiled it for me.
Oh, it's all over the place now that she's been in. I saw it the first day it came out.
I haven't watched it. I had no plans to. So.
Oh, it was a lot of fun, and like I said, to see him and Goldie Hawn on screen together, which they haven't been on screen together since Overboard,
was so been that long.
Yeah, they're so cute together on screen. They really are.
Of course they are. I didn't realize they haven't been in a movie together in like 30 years.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Actually, there was a Geek Tyrant had the stat of how many months, years, months, weeks, and days since it's been.
Wow, that's dedication to the calendar cause there.
Well, I'm sure you can just Google the date, when the movie came out, and then do the math.
I'm sure.
And then you set up a counter on another website and link it to yours and embed it.
Do we really need to count? I mean, it's static now. It's over.
Yeah.
Like the tag team partnership between Ziggler and McIntyre.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
McIntyre is part of the Corbin group, though.
Yeah, and they had the match last week where, Ziggler went over McIntyre. So now it's a thing.
So I guess Ziggler's going to be a good guy again now?
I guess.
We're supposed to feel bad for him?
Yeah, still not a fan. But speaking of fighting, my pick this week came out on Friday for the Nintendo Switch, and it would be the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, where you can play as your favorite Nintendo characters and beat the holy hell out of your friends on the video game system.
Oh, I thought you were advocating violence against people that you care about.
That too. If you care about Mario, Luigi, Samus, Mega Man, Pac-Man, Street Fighters, Ken and Ryu, and
Hadouken!
Yeah, there's like 50 some odd fighters and like 100 boards, and you just go out, beat the holy hell out of your friends or the computer, and it's just fun. I love that game. I'm so glad it's back because all my old systems are away, so being able to play it again is loads of fun.
That's good.
So it is the fun. And the best part is the Switch doesn't get stuck on the TV. You can actually take it portable. So I can beat people up on the train.
Yeah.
Every morning if I wanted to.
Awesome.
So that's it for another exciting episode of the Geekodrome. It's our Geekodrome endgame. But to find out more, check us out at geekodrome.co. We are on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, really wherever you find your podcasts. We're there.
We're there, baby.
We're on the Twitters at Geekodrome Pod. On the Facebooks at Geekodrome Podcast. Me, I'm John. I'm found on the Twitters at Just John. And Stugots over there, he's on the Twitters at Don Stugots.
Check me out.
So for all your spoiler needs, there's all you need to go to.
Oh my God! Someone's tweeting all the spoilers from Elseworlds. I have to close my Twitter.
Is it George?
No.
Oh no, he works nights.
He works. Yes.
Yeah.
I just saw a spoiler. I won't give it away to you.
Okay. Yeah, a friend of ours loves to spoil things.
Oh my goodness!
It just makes me want to punch him.
Hmm.
And on that note,
but he's such a great guy and a good friend.
Yeah, that's just it. He's a good friend, but it's as soon as a big movie like Avengers is coming out,
he will see it that night. This way, he can go home in the morning and tweet.
No, if he will get the spoilers from other places just to share them to spoil it. I've seen him do that. Because there was a screening of Avengers or something on Tuesday when the movie came out on Friday. He wasn't there. I mean, hell, he doesn't go to the movies very often, but he sees them. And just loves to spoil movies for people. So as soon as there's a Star Wars or an Avengers, you got to mute him for the entire week.
Yes.
It's a pain in the ass. But on that note, I'm going to spoil this.
New catchphrase coming 2019.